Oh man, I don't even know the temperature. Oh shoot. 32 degrees Fahrenheit. 422. Oh, I think they're closing it. It's okay, I got no one here. I gotta wait. I guess they're closing the park as soon as I left. I just needed a place to set up my stuff. Hey guys, so we're in downtown in the financial district. This is the Charging Bull, aka the Bull of Wall Street. As you can see, that it's a cold day, but people still want to be out here and take pictures of these nuts. All right. Supposedly, if you take a picture, you get good financial luck. I don't know where that originated from, but that's what the belief is. It's gonna snow tomorrow in New York City, probably 1 to 3 inches. I'm not expecting much. Let me cross the street. There's way too many people here. Actually, you know what? I could just go here. So this sculpture was made by Arturo Demodico. He was inspired by the bear market. The stock market crashed in 1980s. and he made this. He made it with his own money. At the time, it was $300,000, but if you convert it to today's dollars, it's about $740,000. Arturo came from Sicily, and he opened up a shop in Soho in 1977, trying to sell his sculptures, but no one bought them. So what he did was he did a high risk, high reward thing. So what he did was he just put his sculptures in the middle of Rockefeller Center, hoping that that would help him. And actually, that did help him, because after that, people started buying his sculptures, but he had to pay a small fine. So I guess it was more of a high risk, low reward. Low risk, high reward thing that he did, because at the end he had to pay a lower fine, and he was able to sell his sculptures. And actually, the Fearless Girl that's in Broadway right now actually used to be here in 2017, but they moved it because there was controversy. So what had happened was the artist, Arturo Demodico, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, he didn't like it, because the problem was that it villainizes the bull. So the bull is supposed to be a sign of hope. So when you put a little girl over here for female empowerment, and you have this bull here, it makes the bull look really bad, according to him. It vilifies the bull. But with all the controversy, they moved Fearless Girl in front of the New York Stock Exchange, which I'm going to walk there soon and show you guys. Actually, this wasn't the original place where he placed the charging bull. The original place he placed the charging bull was actually in front of the New York Stock Exchange under the Christmas tree. And eventually, this was the place that it resides in. And Arturo Demodico actually died in 2021, unfortunately. And one of the years, one of the tourists, they broke a piece of the metal off, and he had to repair it. He came all the way from Sicily just to make sure the repair was done correctly. I think he hit it with a banjo or a guitar or something. He vandalized it. Sometimes I see some of the times I see the back of the bull empty, but most of the time there's always a line for the front of the bull. Alright, I'm gonna start walking. But Fearless Girl used to be here in 2017. Hey, what's up, Hiram? Today's not as cold as yesterday. Yesterday was much worse. Yesterday was in the 20s and teens. Today it's in the 30s. Sorry for not streaming for like about a week. Things came up, but I'm back on it, and I'll be here tomorrow too for the snow. I'm going to stream during the snow, but since it's going to be such a thin layer on the street, I think it's most important for me to stream around the actual snowfall. So I'm headed to the New York Stock Exchange, and I'm going to show you around there.
When the floor has snow on it, I really just don't.
I can't tell if this is scaffolding or what it is, because this is the only place I've seen something like this. Well, actually, I think I've seen it in Times Square also. There's also a Whole Foods to the right of me, and also let me know if the stabilization is okay, because I'm using the original gimbal, and when I watch it back, usually the stabilization is a little messed up. Here's the Trinity Church and the World Trade Center right behind it. The only fact I know about this is that it was once the tallest building in New York City. Maybe there are other interesting facts, but when I try to research, they were all kind of, I mean, the details, it depends on the person. At least from my perception, I would think that people would think that those details are boring.
You can come to my house. That's a secret.
Oh man, this cold is depressing. This whole week is going to be depressing. Sheesh.
Say that my parents.
After this, I'm going to go to the 9/11 Memorial. I'll show you around there, show you the surviving tree, and also I'll show you guys the firefighter memorial wall for the firefighters that died on 9/11. So this is the New York Stock Exchange. And the Fearless Girl, they moved her over there. It was actually a bombing right here in 1920. I'll show you the historical, what's the word? Historical remains, I guess. So this Fearless Girl represents female empowerment. And it was originally right in front of the Charging Bull, but no one actually liked, well, not no one, but the artist didn't like the fact that it was in front of the Charging Bull because they vilified the bull. The bull is supposed to represent hope during the financial crash. And when you put a little girl in front of it, is controversial. And does it like lessen the impact of the message when you put Fearless Girl in front of the New York Stock Exchange? That's debatable. But originally when Arturo made Charging Bull, he actually put it right here. He took a few trucks. I don't want to mess anybody's picture up. He took a few moving trucks and he put the Charging Bull originally right here around I think 1989, just because he felt like it. He spent his own money on the Charging Bull. And did he do it for status and clout? I'm not sure. That's debatable. But yeah, it used to be here originally, and then they took it out and they put it back permanently in the Bowling Green area where we were at. The people on Wall Street, they didn't actually like it. They didn't like that the fact that the Charging Bull was there. They thought it was a mockery. But as soon as when they took it out, the people wanted it back. So they bought the Charging Bull back over in the Bowling Green area. And he did it, I think he did it during Christmas, around the Christmas season, because he put it under the Christmas tree, which is always here. Yeah, I might need a latte before I start my live streams, because sorry if I'm so monotone. Because if I'm giving you all these historical facts, I should be a little more enthusiastic in the way I say it. Fearless Girl is being fearless towards the New York Stock Exchange. So in 1920, there was a terrorist bombing right here. It was, to date, the biggest terrorist bombing on that day, since that day. Well, not since that day, preceding that day. And where are the remnants? They're somewhere here. The remnants of the bombing remain. Oh, they're right here. So this is the aftermath of the 1920 terrorist bombing. They decided not to repair it at all. So this is literally the aftermath. And I don't know exactly what the reason for the terrorist attack was. Something to do with political or something. But this is where it happened. If you look up 1920s Wall Street bombing, this is where it happened. Here's the Trump building, not to be confused with the Trump Tower. That's at 5th Avenue. Yeah, it's crazy. 1920. That's a long time ago. I'm not gonna act like I know everything. I think this is the George Washington Memorial. I have to find out, but it looks like it's still under construction. Also, right here, if you want to get off, you could just take the J train to Broad Street, JZ train to Broad Street, and you'll come directly over here. There's other trains close by too, but this is the one that'll get you literally over here. Oh yeah, Wall Street, I have to get more details, but Wall Street used to be a slave market. And yeah, it used to be a slave market. And I want to get more details, but I don't want to say the wrong things or give inaccurate details. So I'll do a little more research, but Wall Street used to be a slave market. So these are cobblestone streets. There's no cars here. Hey guys, I'm really close to 1,000 subscribers, so I'd appreciate it if you guys would subscribe if you like my content. Why does 30 degrees feel so cold? It shouldn't be that cold. I can't imagine what it's going to be like tomorrow. This is Broad Street, Wall Street. I'm gonna head to the 9/11 Memorial now, and I'm gonna show you the memorial. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna head uptown. I'm gonna freestyle the walk, go to Midtown, go to Times Square, and probably stop at Billionaires Row, depending on how I feel. Hey, what's up, John?
Yeah. Oh, but you'd see.
The Charging Bull artist Arturo DeModico, he died in 2021. It's kind of insane how many people died in 2020 and 2021. All right, the Trinity Church, I guess I'll repeat that fact. It used to be the tallest building at New York City at one point. The snowfall is going to start around 10 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. So we'll see what happens. I don't want to cross the street. I don't want to go to scaffolding. Alright, I think we're good. Here I am at Broadway and Thames Street. I'm gonna make a left. This is Cody Park. They still have the lights. I don't know when they're gonna take down the lights. Oh man. I bought some heated gloves from Amazon today, so we'll see. We'll see if they're good tomorrow, because tomorrow's gonna be the first day I use them. You know, dirty, they don't feel bad initially, but as you're walking, it starts to feel cold. And you can tell by my slurred speech. What are they doing? They're getting married. Woo. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever say this is the best time to come to New York City. I think not a good time. Not a good time. It's too cold. Too cold and it's brutal. Sheesh. Oh, it is this way. Oh, I should. I didn't go my way. I gotta go this way. My bad, guys. Everything looks similar. I was trying to take a detour. I use Prism Live for this live cast. Oh. Things are good. Alright, this is the way. Navigating New York City for the most part is easy. You just gotta know if you're going uptown or downtown. So if the streets are going up, you're going uptown. The streets are going down, you're going downtown. East and west is a little more difficult to tell, but I'm trying to see if there's like a reference point way to do it. But if you have an Apple Watch, you could tell if you're going uptown or downtown. If you're facing the street, if it's north, then you're going uptown. If it's south, you're going downtown. So this is the 9/11 firefighter memorial wall.
Really, I always like, oh, I should have spent more time doing
These are the firefighters that perished that day. Hey guys, if you guys like the video, I appreciate it if you can like the video, like physically like the video, digitally like the video, because it gives me a bigger reach so more people can come and check my channel out. But this is the 9/11 memorial firefighter wall. I actually didn't see this until today. I'm just going to be honest with you. I always seen the memorial of the towers, but I've always skipped this because you have to look for it. And the names are also here too. And I think at night it's much more noticeable because they turn on the lights over here. But it's pretty easy to miss this. Right before I did the stream, a guy over here asked me, he was telling me about this wall, and he said, do you notice any women here? And then as soon as he said that, I did. He said, notice the faces, not the people, and you'll see. Well, I meant notice the faces, not the body. So yeah, it accurately depicts the South Tower collapsing first before the North Tower. Even though that South Tower got hit first, it was hit more lower in the critical spot, so it had more weight to load at the top. I'll stay here for like maybe like a minute or two before I head out to the memorial, just so you guys could have a better look at it. I'm gonna try not to pan too much. I'm still a small YouTuber, so I doubt anybody here is going to have someone that they recognize or know. But if you do and you want me to try and find them, I'll do my best. I'm not sure if they're in ABC order. I don't, JJ, yeah, they are in ABC order, HIJK, yep. So they're in ABC order. I said I wasn't going to pan too fast, but I am panning too fast. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, what's going on, Luke from the United Kingdom? Yeah, you're 5 hours ahead. It's 4:57 here, so that makes sense. Oh, the lights came on. I guess well, that makes sense because today at 4:55 is sunset. So sunset at 4:55. So I have to guess that these lights come on during sunset. Alright guys, I'm going to move on to the memorial. I'll do a pre-recorded video one day on a sunnier day in 4K quality. But right now this is for the stream. All right. I noticed that people leave New York during this time, at least New Yorkers, because I can actually understand because it sucks being here at this time. The heat wave is bad, but the freezing weather, the teens and 20s, it's much worse. So I'm approaching the South Tower Memorial. Even on this cold day, there's still tourists. So just add a multiplier of, I would say, 15 for when the weather is a lot warmer. It's like 30, I think it went down. It's 32 degrees, so that's freezing point. So that has to be 0 degrees Celsius. Sorry. So this is I don't know if it's the biggest in the world or biggest in the United States. I forgot which one it was, but it's the biggest man-made waterfall. Either United States or the world. And these are all the names of the people who perished that day. It was a very sad, confusing day. I was in second grade and I had no idea what was going on. Second grade, I think I was in third grade. And my teacher was crying. And I thought it was an accident. So this is the entire foundation of the Twin Towers. So if you can just imagine this pancaking. Oh, transmission is unstable due to weak network connection. If you guys let me know if there's any signal problems. I'll try to get go to a different and using your cell phones. Okay, I think the connection is good now. Yeah, if you go on YouTube and you watch it and you relive it, it's terrible what happened that day. But this is huge. Like, I don't know, is there any way I can show you how big this is? I could do a wide angle. I have gloves on, but it's pretty big. The entire foundation. Because the towers were held by column cores, and those melted off, and that's when it started pancaking. There weren't columns all over the building. There were columns, the major columns were in the core of the building. So you see around where that square is, around the core is where the major columns were that were holding up the building. And as soon as that melted, the tower started pancaking. But I'll keep moving. I'll move to the surviving tree, which was the tree that survived. And then I'll start walking uptown. Well, not uptown, but I'm gonna go up the streets to Midtown. I think on 9/11 they light this up, and you can see it from the skyline. All right, I'm making my way to the survivor tree. Saw it. Did I lose it? Oh, I think it was right there. It's so hard to see the survivor tree because there's no just like the firefighter memorial wall, there's no way you'd really know. It's all the way over there. And the surviving tree is right here. So this was a tree that survived the collapse of the towers, and they have information on it. And actually, Hurricane Sandy damaged this tree, and they had to put it back. So they have information on the tree right here. I'll try to read it. The Callery pear tree stands distinct from the hundreds of swamp white oak trees on the memorial. It was discovered amidst the wreckage of the 9/11 attacks. Its bark charred from the fires at the site and many of its limbs reduced to stumps. Yet somehow the trees still bearing leaves show signs of life. So they recovered the tree and replanted it, embodying a living symbol of resilience. There was like a a statue that also survived. I forgot which one it was. I have to find it next time. But actually, that statue, the police officers were yelling at the statue, asking if the statue was all right, because amongst all the apocalyptical aftermath, you would think that's a person, but it wasn't a person. It was just a statue. This is the 9/11 Memorial Museum. I think on certain times and days it's free. So this is the North Waterfall Pool. And this is the One World Trade Center. I'm not sure how they divided up the names, how they determined whether a name should be here or there. I'd assume that if you were in the North Tower and you perished there, your name would be here. But I'd have to be sure before I say that as a fact. I'm gonna keep walking. Oh shoot. So I'm approaching the Oculus, which is like a transportation hub, and it's also a mall. But as far as a mall goes, it's okay. I don't think people primarily go for the mall. They go for transportation. That's another thing I hate about the winter, how quickly it gets dark. It's already getting dark. That means I have to do my pre-recorded videos earlier.
It was probably 60 people, 70
Mira eso, eso es nuevo.
Okay.
No, mamá.
There's a button you can press. It's already open. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I don't think he realized he could press the button. He disrupted the action of the door. Whoa, it's much warmer here. So as you can see, most people are going home and using this as a transportation hub. It's also a mall. There's the Apple store. I think they have Stuart Weitzman. They have different stores here, but people mostly go here for transportation. And this is how far should I go down? I'll go down a little bit. But then I'll come back up. But I would say this is the one of the cleanest subway stations because it was built recently.
What did you say? What did you say?
No, Luke. It's a public space, so they don't. I believe this also replaced the original Twin Tower Mall that was underground. And around this time is where you'll see the most people because this is rush hour. And I would have to assume that when I start walking the streets, there'll be more people with book bags because it's rush hour. All right, there's so many trains here. There's the UE. There's no F train. I know that. Okay, time to go back outside. All right, let's head uptown. She was like pulling the door when you're supposed to push the door twice. Or was it the other way around? I already forgot. I'm not sure what the origins of these sculptures are, something to do with wildlife. I don't want to read it and bore you guys. I'll do my research and try to look for try to tell you the interesting parts. We're gonna head uptown. We're gonna head up. I'm streaming tomorrow for sure, during the snowstorm. It's not going to be a big snowstorm, but it'll be decent enough. Hey Anna, how's it going? So anyone coming in, I'm heading uptown. I just went through Financial District and 9/11 Memorial and gave a little bit of information and history if you want to rewind. Now I'm walking the streets and heading more uptown. I'm all the way downtown still. I'm gonna make a left on Broadway and go up. When I checked 30 minutes ago, it was 32 degrees. Right now, it's 31 degrees. I think it's gonna head into the 20s at night. Tomorrow's gonna be very cold too. And in the weekend, low teens and high 20s. Everybody's trying to turn. I do feel bad for drivers sometimes because pedestrians do have the right of way. But if pedestrians are always crossing, how is the person supposed to make it? I'm sorry, guys. I am sorry, guys. Jeez. I gotta figure out a better setup. If it happens 2 more times, I'm gonna take off the mic and you guys will still hear me, but you'll hear the background noise as well. The World Trade Center. So it's a rush hour, so expect to see a lot of people on the sidewalks, especially with backpacks. Everybody's trying to get back home. Decompress and de-stress. If you guys are a new viewer, I appreciate it if you subscribe. If you like my stuff, I'll keep doing more streams. I'll do one tomorrow for the snowstorm. And I have a lot of plans for this YouTube channel this year. Some New Yorkers, they try to flex crossing. I could tell because they barely almost get hit by the car. I think they try to flex around the tourists. Oh, it's not raining. No. It's just cold. It's just very cold. Yeah, but some New Yorkers, they get really cocky and arrogant when they cross. Because sometimes I would have to assume if tourists are around, they try to make it seem like, oh, I'm a New Yorker. I know how to cross. And then, yeah, and they almost get hit. But tourists are also on the other extreme where there literally could be no cars and they'll just be standing. Look, unmarked police vehicle. Making a 3-point turn, almost about to hit the other car. The 3 factors of crossing the street is to look at that light, look at that light, and then look at the amount of cars coming. And you have to make an educated guess on whether you can cross. There's really no secret algorithm or process. That's really all you got to do.
That's my man. 됐어요. 난 그 이상하던데.
All right. This is a one way and there's nobody around, so I'm crossing. Oh man, I'm sorry guys. If it happens once more, I'm going to take off the mic. Yeah, I'm actually in Queens. Not in Queens, but I live in Queens. But if I walk around there, I want it to be interesting. So there are certain particular, I have to cross fast. There are certain particular places I want to stream at. But I think it would be better if I stream in the summer. Because if it's this dead in Manhattan, it's pretty much not much going on in Queens. Thanks for the weather alert, Angie. Yeah, right now it's not raining. 15%. 15% is low enough for me not to worry about it. New York City at night probably looks better on your screen than my eyes. Alright guys, I'm going to take the thing off. You guys are going to start hearing more of the ambiance, but it's going to stop doing this. Here we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Hold on, I gotta put this away. So you guys will, you guys can still hear me, but you'll hear other stuff too.
They just hate me like they.
The lights are amazing. See, I take things for granted that I don't realize because I found this fact online. I don't know how accurate it is. They say that Times Square is so bright that you can see it from outer space. Whether that's accurate or not, if it's true, then I'm taking it for granted. Because through my eyes, I just I don't see it as that bright. I mean, it's bright, but that bright to the point where you can see it from outer space. So my eyes are pretty much used to it. So maybe these lights I'm used to also. And sound much better. I think it's more of a preference. I think the other one you can hear my voice more, but this one you can hear the ambiance more. But this might be more appropriate now because I already passed by the financial district and 9/11 Memorial and gave you all the historical facts and information. So right now I'm just freestyling the walk, so not much I can really say.
You know, like.
Try and fix this.
I'm not sure.
I don't think you'll find that here, Luke. The closest thing you could probably find is maybe Long Island or the New Jersey suburbs, where it's much more quieter and it looks more like middle America. But yeah, the city is a completely different beast. And there's so much scaffolding. How many times have I walked through scaffolding? It's insane. I think it's a little too crap just because I had the transmitter.
Yeah, no problem. Let's put a button in there.
tomorrow you're gonna see the snow in the daytime, so it'll probably look a lot better. Actually, it's more apple to oranges. It depends what you like more. If you like the snow at night more, or the snow in the daytime.
I'll keep an eye on that.
No cars, time to walk. Hey, what's up, Tyler? Freaking puzzle.
That's crazy. There's no way he can do 30 a day. He can do 10 procedures.
How many scaffoldings have I passed? It's insane. Passed by so many scaffolding.
Had her like main gig was like writing theater. Like,
Look, another scaffolding.
That was super fun. That was awesome.
This is one of those streets you kind of want to wait for the traffic light. So this is Canal Street. started in Soho the other day.
That's all?
So I'm back in Soho again, just like the other day. The only difference is I'm here closer to rush hour. So you'll probably see more people on the streets. This is the part where I talk over because I don't know how to mute because copyright music. Oh, I know how to mute, I just don't know how to mute efficiently. I don't know why it feels like there's more lights today in Soho as opposed to that other time I came. It's not a Friday, it's cold. I think that day it was raining. Yeah, people honk horns usually when they're impatient. There are times where I can't understand because it's taking forever. You waited like 3 red lights, 4 red lights, and you're not moving. So people get frustrated. It's gonna be 1 to 3 inches tomorrow, so it's probably gonna be a thin layer of snow. So it's important for me to catch the snowfall. I think it snows. The perception is that it snows more in Central Park. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think that Central Park snow is less disrupted than the snow on the street. I just gotta make sure I don't die. Yeah, so Central Park snow is less disrupted than it was in the street because people put salt on the sidewalks, and cars also pretty much car tires dissolve the snow, so that's why it seemingly seems less on the street as opposed to Central Park. So I might just stream at Central Park tomorrow. Hopefully I don't get any signal issues, and I think that'll probably be the best place to catch the snowfall since it's going to be only 1 to 3 inches. And then I'll transition out of Central Park, probably go to Times Square tomorrow.
But let me tell you something.
And I wasn't with them.
Alright, Luke, I'll try to do that for you. I don't know if you'll be awake, but you could always watch the replay. If I had to pick a place in Manhattan, at least right now, off the top of my head, I would pick Soho. And someone would think, why would you want to pick a place like that? Why not something like Upper East Side, Upper West Side, where it's much more calmer? I live in Queens, so it's already calm over there. And Soho is a good spot. right in the middle of everything. It's not too touristy, but it's not too quiet. Next time I'll go to Chinatown, Little Italy. I want to get more historical facts and information before I go there. I'd rather not freestyle it because it'll be a lot better if I'm able to give you some information while I'm there. Alright Luke, thanks for coming. I'll see you next time. I have regular gloves. I don't have heated gloves. Now I'm starting to feel it.
I really don't understand like how.
I've never gotten frostbite, but I've seen it. When your like fingertips get purple.
Suitcase spasti, kamera sıçraması yapıyor.
Everybody in Soho with their puffer jackets, matching colors, and their pea coats and their trench coats. I have a pea coat. I'm not wearing it. I think I'm wearing my down jacket. It's way too cold. I think the difference with the other time I came here was the fact that it was raining. cast iron buildings. Most of these people are coming from work, trying to go home because it's around that time. Alright, I'm approaching Houston Street. Let's go to Washington Square Park. Why not? Again. It's right now it's, what time is it? 5:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry, go ahead. I try to stay to the right as much as I can because I can imagine people get annoyed when you go walk on the left. There's no rule, but there's like a societal expectation because if you're walking on the left, you're like equivalent to the guy that's double parked, impeding traffic. Yeah, right now I'm in Houston Street. Gonna go to McDougal and go to Washington Square Park. Yeah.
They usually sleep at like that, but that's okay. Like I could sleep later and we can go.
Coffee time? Oh man, my bad. Probably not yet. Probably tomorrow before my stream. Before the snow fall. I need to be as hyper as I can. Green Street. The cobblestone is more hardcore here. Pretty empty. Try to go to oh, it is live, my bad, this is really live, it's not a fake live that you see in other channels. This is like real live. I wouldn't say it reeks of weed. I would say that if you go to more rougher areas and neighborhoods, you will smell weed more openly. But in terms of most of my interactions with the public, I don't smell weed much. But I would have to assume that on 420, Washington Square Park will be a giant weed cloud of smoke. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. ass sheet. If you're male or female, if you're female, I'm sorry for saying thanks, man. What am I doing? I have crossed the street twice. Might as well cross the street this time and one time to the right. My money is on the fact that the people passing by are not tourists. It wouldn't make sense anyway. At this month, at this time, they have to be rush hour people going home. Thompson Street. Little Italy. Little Food Center. Oops, sorry.
Like that sort of artisanal one.
Also, during the Pride Parade, Washington Square Park is like a zoo. Like, that's probably an understatement too. It's like shoulder to shoulder during the Pride Parade. Hey, if you're a new viewer and you like my stuff, I'd appreciate if you could subscribe. I'm close to 1,000 subscribers, and I have plans on doing more streams and videos for this YouTube channel. I'm actually going to do one tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern time for the snowfall. So hopefully, you know, the weather is accurate and it snows. I think it will. But since it's such a thin layer of snow, I have to catch the snowfall. There's no point in the aftermath. That guy ran right past me. If he wasn't careful, that would have been a collision. And you guys would have been shaking all over the place. Alright, I'm in MacDougal Street and I'm gonna get through this and go to Washington Square Park. I might end the stream there. I'm not sure. Or I might just go through Fifth Avenue. Hey, what's up, Maria? California. You know, I had this remote, let's just say remote work, remote job. It was someone from California telling me how 60 degrees is really cold for them. And I guess over there it doesn't get too cold. So 60 degrees will naturally feel cold. What I've noticed is as I transition to the warmer weather, 50 degrees feels cold. 50 degrees feels warm and hot, and then 55 feels hot, 60 feels hot, and then when I transition out of it, Uh, 50 degrees feels cold. We're now transitioning towards the fall and winter. Light is confusing as too. The short story is that we're now transitioning towards fall and winter. 50 degrees feels cold. We're now transitioning to the summer. 50 degrees feels warm. That's the concise version of what I'm trying to say.
Let's get that a drink.
Yeah, if you want to go for a run, I would say Central Park, or like one of the recreational parks around the city, or Queens or Brooklyn. They have track fields. I'll do some research for you guys and try to go to Chinatown and Little Italy on Saturday and stream there. So this is McDougal Street. As I said before in the other stream, in the summer, people are going wild and running around on the sidewalks and streets. But it's winter and it's really cold, so you don't see any of that happening. Inside it's getting cold.
$10? Just for one?
Ben's Pizzeria. I wonder, I think it's closed. Yeah, probably closed.
Yeah, we got an hour or so, right?
Usually this part of the street is really jumping too. Feels like no cars, but they're not, which means the T word. Tourists. I didn't go to SantaCon this year, but SantaCon this year was during a warm weather. That's why it was more chaotic than usual. I bet if the weather was really cold, you wouldn't see the same chaoticness going on in the streets. You know, if New Year's Eve was summer, somehow, like there was really nice weather during New Year's Eve, that would be like straight anarchy. So the fact that it was in winter during the cold, it wasn't too bad. It was still chaotic. Here we are in Washington Square Park. I think my favorite park in the summer, my least favorite in the winter. Actually, no park is really good in the winter. I think the only park that's pretty good in the winter is Bryant Park because of the Bryant Park Winter Village, but every other park in the winter sucks because who wants to go to the park in the winter?
Like, there's actually no way I would make it even to the playground. Over here, like, laying on the ground. The mom's just laughing at him.
Which I wanted to do. Get one of them.
You can hear a whole bunch of dogs there. I don't know if you guys remember, there was like a rat burrow here. It's still there. Yeah, I think it's still there. You can see it. Yeah. So on the last stream I followed a rat and it went inside that burrow. That guy power walked right through me. If I didn't move my shoulder, he would have hit it. I don't know what goes through some people's mind. You're probably not thinking. Or maybe you move your shoulder too. So that lady crazy. Damn, yoga lady is here too in the winter. She's here in the summer and the winter. That's crazy. She's probably always here in the weekdays.
My only sunshine, you make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine. Please don't take.
Oh, there were a few homeless people. I didn't pan my camera towards them because it would be a little disrespectful of me. But yeah, they're around. Oh yeah, that yoga lady is always there. I wonder, she's even here in the cold. So like, either she really likes it a lot, or the donations are worth it for her to do it. And I'm not sure when they're gonna take this tree out. Probably soon, because they have anchors set up. Should I walk Fifth Avenue? Oh man, I have 52 people here. Man, what the hell was wrong with that guy's thing? I think maybe he parked and he hit him by accident. Or was he doing it to me? Because he just stopped. That didn't make any sense.
Like, she might be.
Best place to eat? That's such a broad question. I'll have to figure that out myself too. But you know, if it's the touristy spots like Midtown, I would try the halal guys and also Adele's halal carts. But there's a lot that I haven't tried in terms of eating. So throughout my journey on YouTube, I'll try out some things and let you guys know. But Adele's in 6th Avenue, which is a halal cart, it's a really long line. It takes up like the whole block. I haven't tried it, but the consensus opinion is that halal guys fell off and Adele reigns supreme, and it's much better. So halal guys comes in a close second, the halal cart, and then Adele reigns supreme. And what is $9? So I just want to let you know.
Then all of a sudden, as they were done, you arranged for them.
And I don't want to say too much. Oh, I went to scaffolding. Maybe that was a bad choice. I'm going to go back here. I've lost my train of thought. Oh, now I remember.
There is no HR policy.
Nothing's like a guarantee. These are things I'm just thinking out loud, depending on how big the YouTube channel grows. I might want to use a certain portion of the revenue and make it transparent. So maybe like 50% of the revenue goes to me and 50% gets reinvested back into the channel. So like maybe like hotels and eating places, and then I make reviews on them, because I feel like if you guys give me like donations and stuff, it should be reinvested back into the channel. But these are things I'm just thinking out loud. Nothing's concrete, and we'll see what happens in the future. But I'm still in the beginning of my YouTube journey, so we'll see what happens. Because I don't mind reinvesting back into the channel if it's good for the long term and it gives a lot of value to people. So I'm at 5th Avenue right now, right after Washington Square Park. There's not really much stores here. There's scaffolding and residential area. Yeah, I'm walking up 5th Avenue. I think a few more blocks before you see stores and tourists and people.
Good, thank you. I'm glad. So you'll write to James, and then hopefully you'll laugh.
You know, I feel bad for the cars that need to make a turn, because they need to make a turn. Okay. They need to make a turn. So how are you supposed to make a turn? There's always people.
No. It was like just like a car, like a big, like a sedan.
I'll also start doing narrated pre-recorded videos. At first I thought I could separate them with the live streams being narrated and my pre-recorded videos being silent ambient walks, so I don't alienate the silent ambient audience, but I think it's more value in me narrating the pre-recorded videos because I'm able to give information. You know, in life, there's no way you can please everybody. I feel like people who double park are also the people in the grocery stores who take up all the space on the aisle. There's probably a correlation.
Ready to be sauce. Ready
Gonna make a turn. Who already made a turn? That guy's gonna make a turn. Luckily, all the pedestrians have crossed. Hey, how's it going, Caroline? For people coming in, if you want to rewind, I started at the financial district and I gave some information and historical facts there. And I walked through 9/11 Memorial, the firefighter wall. I went inside the Oculus, talked about the Charging Bull, the artist of the Charging Bull, as well as the Fearless Girl. The Hilton Hotel and the Plaza Hotel are like the main hotels that tourists stay. That's close to where all the action is. But I have to do some more research to find the hotels that are cheaper and as close to the spots as you might want. The only problem might be that those hotels might be a one subway stop away. So there might be some cheaper hotels in Long Island City, but you'd have to take the subway to get to Midtown. So I'll try to do some research and I'll let you know. But it can't be a guarantee. Sometimes you can't trust Google reviews because a lot of them are fake. As far as I know, Yelp reviews are real, and you can't manipulate Yelp reviews. So from my experience, Yelp reviews have been accurate. But right now I can tell you the main ones that people go to are the Hilton Hotel in Midtown and also the Plaza Hotel. And I know people also stayed in the Roosevelt Hotel. But I'll let you know the best in terms of price. But those are the popular ones. They're popular for a reason. I would have to. But sometimes people don't want to do the legwork and the research. So I'll see if I could get a press pass, so then I could go inside the parades for you guys. Other streamers are able to do that, so I think I'm at 1,000. I'm not sure, but hopefully I get a press pass, and for every parade I go to, I'm able to stream it for you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream when I get to Flatiron Building and Madison Square Park. In terms of souvenirs, the consensus opinion seems to be that Chinatown is where you'll get the cheapest, where you'll save the most money. But I have to verify that. But that seems to be the opinion.
Yeah.
Because you'll see a lot of souvenir stores in Midtown, and it would make sense because that's where all the tourists are. So you might be paying overpriced souvenirs as opposed to going to somewhere like Chinatown. So I might have to do some off-camera work to see and verify certain claims. I'm also going to do a pre-recorded video of Billionaires Row probably tomorrow after the snowfall. That's where all the really tall skyscrapers are. That's where I think the tallest skyscraper there is Central Park Tower, which is like approximately 1,500 feet, and the World Trade Center is like 1,700 feet. So I'm just estimating. So I'm rounding down, so it's like 17 something, but the difference is like 200 something feet. Oh man, I'm running out of batteries. Hold up guys, I gotta put on the charger for my gimbal, or else it's gonna stop working. Put on the charger. It's on red. The cold weather really eats up the battery. It's not my iPhone, it's the thing that stabilizes the footage. My iPhone is at 35%, which is not too bad because I'm coming up 2 hours in 30-degree weather and dropping. I can't wait for the summer. I'm not gonna take the summer for granted. I'm gonna go hard in the summer for this channel. I'm gonna be a workaholic. I'm gonna be the guy that they're like, yo, this guy has no life. All he does is walk around New York City.
He's just so chatty. I just like hate texting people that I've never met. Like, I don't have anything. We're like, oh, geniuses are.
Yeah, that was a. I would say, I thought he tried to beat the light, but actually it was a walk sign. I was trying to evaluate whether that was a good way across the street. I would say yeah, but not necessarily for me because I have a gimbal. I'm looking at two things. I'm looking at the screen and the road. I'm not trying to promote Express, but I think they have really good slim fit dress shirts. I always buy them from there around the holiday season because they go on sale. That guy has snow on his car. That means he hasn't drove since the last snowfall, which was a few days ago. Summer starts. If you want to know when the warm weather starts, it's still cold in March. It gets warmer in April, but the real summer, warm weather, where you can wear a t-shirt, I would say it starts in May. April, you still kind of have to wear a hoodie sometimes, but in May, that's when it's warm enough to wear just a t-shirt. Hey, so Leanne, my name is Moen. I live in Queens, and I'm trying to be a YouTuber. I gotta get a night bot that does that. I noticed that other streamers, they have a night bot that does that. If you're a tourist and you see a New Yorker across the street and look like they were about to get hit, I think they were trying to flex on you. They wanted to make it seem like, hey, look, I'm a New Yorker. I know how to cross the street. So, you know, because I've seen it so many times where I was like, whoa, bro, you crossed the street where you almost died. Oh, it's M-O-I-N. Just replace the A with an I. I'm still in 5th Avenue. You can see the Empire State Building. This is the Harry Potter exhibition. Is it the exhibition? I'll try to do a pre-recorded video in there one day when I get a chance. But there's so much scaffolding here. It's too late to cross. They're much more aggressive with the lighting and the scaffolding. Or maybe they changed the design. Tomorrow I want to do the snowfall stream, but I also want to record a pre-recorded video. I don't know how I'm going to make that happen because the stream is nice, but the pre-recorded video is much higher quality. So the snow will look nicer on a pre-recorded video in 4K. So I might not be able to stream the entire snowfall. I might have to cut it short and do a pre-recorded video before the snow ends. But I'll see what I do. Because it's gonna snow at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. So I'll try to schedule the stream and see what happens tomorrow. Oh, thanks, Solianne. I'm using an iPhone 15 Pro Max. I'm gonna go inside Madison Square Park, and then probably end the stream. But this is a Flatiron building. Is that a full moon? can't even tell. Maybe it is gonna rain. Okay. You know, I thought there would be less music in the winter because people wouldn't be rolling down their windows, blasting music. But I guess I was wrong. I expect that to happen. But I think the music is so loud that he actually has his windows closed, but it's just so loud that it's blasting through. So many people with the gimbal, yo. Everybody wants to be a walker or something. I did it first. No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't first. Empty and dead in the winter. Done, empty and dead. Empty, dead, boring, and cold. If you ever thought about coming on January.
They said they heard everything. I said, we can't. Where the fuck
Hey, so Leanne, I'll consider it. I have to look into that and see how all that works, and I'll definitely let you know.
that's how.
If you have a YouTube, if you have an email address on your channel. What are these mushrooms? I don't know if they're mushrooms or what they are. Actually, the reason I want to see what it is because I think the person was there. I want to see the information. Oh my goodness, too much to read. Blah 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 blah. The artist. Okay, if you guys want to pause and read it, and I might pause and read it later too, but
It's definitely nice. And like before last week, it was
this park is okay in the summer.
Sunday, and we just started to like review it and make it nice and look good.
Oh, here's an army of dogs. Damn.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Where's that one over there? Let's see. There's no one around here, but there was a guy sitting. What's this? I think that's part of this. There's a guy sitting behind me alone. I don't know if he's homeless or he's mentally ill, but I was watching him to make sure he wasn't gonna do anything because there was no one around except him, and it seemed strange. Well, yeah, today, like, I don't know. I'll tell you guys next time. I guess I'll just tell you guys. I'm in like the first stop of a train, and there's no seats. So everybody likes to take those corner seats. So I took a corner seat, and then some guy just sat right next to me, and I thought that was weird because that's very rare for that to happen, for a guy to sit right next to you while you have like a whole bunch of seats open, and he's a dude and I'm a dude, and I'm like, in my head I'm like, what the heck is this guy doing? Because it's so strange, it just doesn't make any sense. And I mean, he didn't do anything, but when it initially happened, I was just like, it was off. Because, if you have all these seats, why would you sit right next to me? It didn't make any sense. Because on the first stop of a train, people always like to take the corner seats, and then they stay as far away from each other as possible. That guy sat like right next to me. I was like, what the heck is this guy doing? And if I moved away, I didn't want it to be weird or anything, so I just stayed there. But yeah, he didn't do anything. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the stream. I appreciate everyone being here. Subscribe if you like my content. It'll help me out a lot. I'll do a stream tomorrow at 10 a.m. for the snowstorm. I'll like the video. That helps me get a bigger reach, so I could become a bigger YouTuber. What else? Comment on this video if you have any requests for me. If you want me to go to a certain neighborhood. And I know I'm missing something. I hope I'm not missing anything. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you like my content. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. I'll see you guys tomorrow, at 10 a.m. And oh yeah, if you want to watch the replay, watch the replay. Sorry I was a little monotone in the beginning when I was giving all those historical facts at Financial District. I think I got to better prepare my vocal tone in the beginning.